The following last episode was recorded around the first third of this year, 2014. It was a run, my fastest speed run of normal story in Super Meat Boy. It is very old and it was interrupted a lot of times, which is why it's the last episode. But I'm pretty sure if I try again for that run, I will record it again and put it up again. If that makes any sense. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Hey, so Thomas, you're so crazy. Welcome to this thing that I'm going to be doing for some random reason. Basically, I'm trying to beat my personal best at speedrunning Meat Boy all the way to the Chapter 6 final boss. And as you see right here, I'm actually pretty good at the first world, at least. Like, on the previous record that I have set, I've done this in 4 minutes. And I think there was a couple bits of screwing up. And my first run, the first one was terrible. Absolutely god-awful. But there's nothing really to talk about right now. Great! That's gonna put a damper on things. Like, dying is not a thing to do. Safety third. You may have already seen these before because, you know, an Orthodox Let's Play, but they're getting incredibly fast treatment. Considering how long these levels are, usually single screens. I'm just doing what I'm good with, trying some stuff. I think I actually did make that shortcut up there for one part of the run, but I'm not sure. Again, now we put a damper on. Great. You're doing so well there, friend. You're doing so well there, friend. No need to put a damper on anything, but I'm doing so well there, friend. Last time I checked, my personal best for, like I said, the stopping point is 1 hour 12:16. And that took a lot of screwing up on this level, which was silly. It's like, hey, what's going on? What's your name? I asked if I was to be in your movie, and it was like, no. We want more. So, on the topic of this, by the time it's recorded, I remember reading a magazine where it was stating that it had like a preview on eugenics, and eugenics actually looks pretty decent for a crazy cat lady simulator. The annoying part about speedruns like this is that you occasionally have to scratch your head or whatnot. If I do a good run of this level, I will probably... Let's see if I can do it now, because like normally, I get up here. That's the problem with this, is that sometimes that happens. I get jump, but then I misjudge it. Recently, before this, I was just trying to get some of the Dark World of Chapter 6 done. And I haven't even started on Dark World of World 7. I think I've only done like 2 levels. And that's it. And the worst part was, level 20, I didn't get the A+ on, so I still had to do that. Alright. Can we beat 4 minutes? I'm going for 3:19 so far when I just checked. Come on, cutscene! We don't need you. We don't need your requirements. Oh, that's fun. That probably put a damper on our time. Or my time. Might I? Unless you're speed running along, this shouldn't be of interest. Great, grand, exciting. Pretty much, when I was doing these two runs, both times, the white image GIF of glitch has happened to me. So that's fun. Now to wait. Alright. 4 minutes 4. And my last record was 4:27 once beaten. So I did better, because despite what I screwed up on. Lap. 4:14.2. Clearing the forest. Time to clear chapter 2, which is the hospital. Now, because, you know, reasons, I may or may not have finished the hospital, or even done the hospital for the Unorthodox Let's Play. But that doesn't count anywhere because it's a speed run, and you gotta run. I'm just dreading some of the levels in Chapter 5 because they are really stupid ones. No, actually, I could talk about this. I'm actually very surprised that I took longer to beat Hell than it took me to beat Rapture in my first run, which was hilarious in my eyes. People of the world, hear my cries, for there is a new game coming soon that looks brilliant, and yet people say that it's terrible. The game is named Splatoon, and believe it or not, it actually looks decent. It's like that one image I saw where it says, like, finally a COD game that has the guns but none of the profanity and blood and whatever. But seriously, Splatoon actually looks pretty decent. Now, speedrunning strategics, whatever. Great. I did that twice, I believe, on my original run, which is stupid. So hey, on topic, or not on topic, or whatever. What have you been watching on TV? I would be like, I've been watching loads of TV recently. For no reason whatsoever than to just relive nostalgia. And so, earlier before this recording was even thought of, I was watching Rocko's Modern Life. Wait, what? You don't remember that show? Let's basically sum it up as kids shows with innuendos. I could have probably just been the data title, but they couldn't use it because, ew, innuendos, ew. That wasn't as perfect as regular runs of this level. In my eyes, I see a color. The color is death, and the color can kill many people at a time. Grand. Duran. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is me playing Super Meat Boy. Johnny's Cage. Is this Johnny Cage or whatever? I don't know. Let's get a key and jump down. Great. That's fun, right? Jumping down and dying in a sea of holy nettles or syringes or whatever these are. I think they are syringes. But anyway, Bandage Girl. There seriously isn't that much to talk about. We got Ghost Key here. It's a key, and it's spooky. You gotta be careful with the top of the screen because you can jump off that. Above, I remember this Dark World level, and it's Bandage. You can also get tripped up by that. And also this Warp Zone. But that's decent enough. Ulcer Pop. Great. There's a lot of clacking, if you didn't know, in speedruns. If you're playing a game like this with a controller, there's a lot of clacking involved, if you didn't know. Which is weird. Because clacking sounds like quacking. Jeez. I think I didn't even... I don't even know if I got the key in that, because it looked like I actually aimed for the key, but I didn't mean to. It's like, fan. Obvious joke about not being a big fan here. But I'm original, so I won't go for that. Yeah, really? Who would avoid that pun? Like, honestly. Would you avoid that pun in general? Forsooth. For like, do you underpose the brakes? And then some. I'm just standing still on the top of the radar. Let's land on Bandage Girl, or close to. We've got Singe, which is a level that is named Singe, and it's not doing what I wanted to do. Wait, what was the tactic that I was trying to do? Oh, there we go. Whoa, crazy. It's like Danger, except with bandages. Worm food. And that is stupid. Looking at my previous record for this one, I got 725 for the whole area. And so far I'm at 4 minutes. Which is great. Oh! I always forget about that. It's like, hey look, Team Strats, what do you do when climbing up this shaft? Do you just do what I do and be stupid? Or, if you want, be original. Be an original. Be an error and break the fourth wall. Also, Johnny Cage, Johnny Fat Man, knows what he's doing in the world of tomorrow. Hooray. Hooray. I don't even know anymore. No. While I'm waiting here, probably gonna do something. But I don't have time to, so I'm standing over here now. For no reason whatsoever. Okay. I'm actually going over here now, so you can't hear me. Yeah, door! It worked! My plan for door destruction has finally worked. Alright, yeah, there's things up there. That's why I was dying, because I was dying. Makes sense now. No, don't forget about that one. Daybreaker. The level before the boss. Which is a boss. What? I have not even been there at all in any time. So I was like, what? Jump up here. Meanwhile, if you wanted to know, these are actually kind of like pro speedrunning strats that I use personally. Well, if I didn't use them, how would you know? Yeah, so basically pro speedrunning strats, what you want to do is you actually want to fall off there and actually commit suicide by jumping off the edge. But if you weren't convinced by that performance, let's try this. What you do, you jump through here and dance for a little bit by dancing through there. This isn't putting good on my time. Is it recording? Is it? Why? Is it? It's kind of weird to say. It's like those words where you say them over and over again. They just sound weird after a while. It's like rhododendron. That's a funny name for a plant. Alright, now we've hit 7 minutes, I'm not going to beat my previous score of whatever. I'm probably going to get plus 5 seconds or so. At the end, I'm probably going to mention, like, everything, like all the stats and strats. You won't hit me! Haha! Meat Boy evades another attack by C-H-A-D. It's not Chad, but it's C-H-A-D. Apparently his full name is actually very gross and weird, but I don't know it, so that's fun. Let's go over here and jump. It's kind of awkward. Life. Did you know? It's kind of awkward. Oh! Oh, I thought it didn't make that then. Yeah, it's like plus 25 seconds or so. Basically, if you don't know what I'm doing, the laps is whatever it goes straight to chapter complete. So next level we are going to the Salt Factory, which I beat in 9 minutes 10 seconds on that run. What am I doing? I think I just screwed up and lost a couple seconds because I did that. But honestly, I'm actually gonna shut up here and let you listen to the music because I actually like the music for the Salt Factory. So what I would be saying if the music went too quiet due to an unscheduled arrival. Which is hilarious. Because, why the hell not? Giant salt mounds. Because why the hell not? So how's everyone doing today on this fine day of days? I'm not sure if you knew this, but I haven't really been playing a lot of this game recently. Although that's kind of a contradiction because I believe on Tuesday I did the personal best that I'm using. Also, I'm failing! What is this? What happy Ned? The economy has merged with our blue water. That's Source Filmmaker though. But seriously, want to push here. It's basically just conveyor belts and teaching you about conveyor belts. And salt mounds. If you want to be free with the one you love. That's literally the last salt spewer of this area. Whoa, I almost died by a spot. Great. I've been playing a lot of Brawl recently and been getting like some of the challenges that I haven't been getting. So I've been doing a lot of Target Smash and Classic mode. I'm going to get onto All Stars. Maybe I'll record some of that with some of my least favorite characters. But then again, you saw what happened in the All Stars. How Ness kind of destroyed everyone. Not really sure why and how, but he just kind of destroyed everyone. I still have yet to get that one All-Stars trophy where you get no continues. Also, we finally beat it, which is fun. Get all out of my way, conveyor belts. Wow, perfect run of that level. I normally die at least once at that when I was doing practices. Great. This is fun, right? It's getting posted on my channel and showing how much skills I have in Meat Boy, Supra Meat Boy, if you will. But that's not really important. Right now we have to get to the shaft, which is exactly what it is. It should get the shaft. You won't get enough momentum if you don't go up high enough. It's like shortcutting strategies. People tell me that the best way to beat this level is by not jumping at all. That's what I've heard anyway. But seriously, this level is kind of difficult for first timers. And then we got Mind the Gap, which is Salt Mountain McGee in the corner, in the middle. 3 minutes in, and still going. Should that be 15 minutes? If you grammar. I don't even understand how you get that warp zone regularly. If you do, please send a message stating a video that knows how to get that warp zone effectively. But seriously, no, don't do that because you will lose all your money. Because I've already done that. You don't. If that's how you want to be called these days, you don't. You fool, you nincompoop, you breakdown. It's like, why else would you be playing Meat Boy? Because you broke down everything. The system is down. Run into it, Meat Boy. You win. Box stripper. When I was doing like the first run of this, because I wanted to, for some reason I always just jumped through the saw blades, not remembering that there was a bench behind there and nothing else. That was a different level that I was thinking of. Whoa! Extreme saw blade dodging action. Wait till World 5 and Rapture. They're the same levels. That's fine though. Walk into the club. Like, can I get a refund? That this is stupid. Anyway. Nothing really is happening, but Gertie, I believe that is a boss in somewhere, and it's very difficult to obtain. And whoa, that was crazy. Crazy! Vertigo, which is more in depth to the conveyor belts. Superman 64. Too far away. To learn! Learning is fun, I guess. That's one of those things that you do when you're doing these speedruns, that you won't always, like, touch Bandage Girl, which is weird, because you're just standing there next to her for a second, like, yeah, I've already touched her, but then you haven't, so it's awkward, because you're just standing there and losing time. It's like, what even with the graphics? I'm not sure if you knew this, but if you were on Miiverse or saw what I commented on that one Miiverse post of Wind Waker, but that image is just weird. It makes no sense. It's like this guy that's really creepily looking at Link jumping down a hole, and apparently his ass is shining, like glowing. It's weird. It's like, yeah, Link, down there, mate. He's just there with this weird look on his face, and I don't even know what it's supposed to mean. It's like, is that to him? Is that something else? Is that a character that you've drawn? Is that a character that's in the game? It's like, what is me screwing up? But seriously. Grand and 6 minutes in, and we're on what level now? I forgot. But anyways, dying hurts. If you didn't know that already. It also smells funny because decomposition. Trick is to jump on these parts whenever they're shooting into the middles, which is dangerous because that happens. Jesus, I didn't even know what happened there. This level also was one I get held up on, which is strange. At least I'm not dead. Blah. You slide down, touch that, distraction, and then jump into there. We are on white noise, which is pretty decent. 3:20, and we're at 7 minutes in. Oh. And it seems that the next boss fight apparently I got a lot of trouble on. But seriously, this bandage that's in this level, I hate it. Because what you need to do is play for the level like normal, but instead of collecting Bandage Girl, there's a key behind her, which unlocks the area that's up there, which is above the missile that's shooting me right now. Which is not now, but it's still there. It's up there, and then once you've done that, you still have to avoid the missile fire from up there, because it's still homing. Whoa! Apparently there's nothing underneath the salt, and it's just there for looks. But seriously, dying is a factor of life that can be dangerous if applied to the right people. I mean, I guess you probably could be able to just sit there in the corner on the right side and just chill, but I'm not sure. We're gradually going into 8 minutes. That means we're very close to getting my previous high score, but now we're doing the brownie boss fight, which is simply a speed run of a level, which is fine by me. It's just that, well, he poses no threat. It's just the level that's difficult, not the boss. It's very simple, because Brownie is defecation. Not that he does it, but it's still. It's also pretty cool because you can actually play as Brownie, but it requires like a special code that you need to type in before you select Meat Boy. And he has to do it pretty fast. I don't know why it slowed down there, maybe because Brown Boy is doing that as well. I don't get it. Also, that's a dangerous maneuver because now the salt's rising faster, and it could get dangerous. Well, really, what matters now is that we've got a cutscene and we're close to beating. That's complete. That was 9:21, which is 11 seconds slower, which is a shame. Now we're starting off hell. My Lel record. 13 minutes, it says, and then the next one was 19. And then it went back down to 17 for the rest of the run, which is funny. It's always that one this spawning that always was stupid, because I'd always run into the thing. Like, I'd start going forward, but then I'd always fall into the lava pit, which is stupid and unnecessary. But it's still Meat Boy. Over there we got Brindle. And then when I was doing these runs for the first time, I always had to remember, I was like, oh no, I gotta do Boris. Which sounds very different out of context. But trust me, it's tame. It's just the level 418, which is ridiculous. But meanwhile, waiting for elevators is such a fun time that you actually can just jump to get relief some of the stress. But even though, you can get crushed by the elevators, which is weird. Meanwhile, jumping on a wall repeatedly for fun. For soup. Jeez. It's one of those things. I mentioned this earlier. You could get to meet Bandage Girl, and just jump over her for no reason. You just don't even get her contact for like the level completed. You just jump over her, and then when you try to save Grace, you just stop doing well. Meanwhile, Heckhole, which is a fast level, which is funny. I'm not sure if you hear, but there are actually some people in the background, but that's fine, because they are stupid. That's seriously, they don't have that high of an IQ. I mean, you can prove it because they say stuff like Ratchet without talking about the character or the actual term of Ratchet. So apparently it means crazy. You young kids being crazy, or whatever the word is these days. Oh, what was the trick I did? It was like jump. There we go, that's where we go. And then we jump over here, and shortcutting, hooray! And then we got to this level. Now we get to this level, where you can majestically jump up the side if you're not careful, and also get crushed by moving down on the side. Whoa, that was crazy. But seriously, I almost died. And in this level, it's stupid. I got hung up on this one the last time I attempted this, because it's stupid. And this saw blade down here is why. Da! it's easy to learn a pattern, but it's just that it's a fast-moving pattern.
Yo, yo, yo!
Hello, surprise person that apparently appeared. Hooray! Now we continue on to Y, which is another level that's pretty difficult.
Yeah,
Whoa!
it is. It's so difficult, not even the best could do it, isn't it?
White, but they haven't beaten Cotton Alley level 20 yet. Or Dark Cotton Alley.
So, like, amazing. Not
Guest commentator Edge, ladies and gentlemen. See you in my next Let's Play now. Like, why would I do a guy? Sorry, I didn't mean to say it out loud. I was like, why would I do a Let's Play with that guy? But apparently it came out as, why would I do that guy? Which is weird. It's silly. Demoralizing and silly. Also, magic. Whoa! Every time. This is one of those levels. Why be? Why be so short? Why be so tempered? It's stupid, really. All the time it does in the corner just prolong, prolong, and prolong. But what's really going on is the child's laughter. I brought you the special gift of a child's laughter. You're happy now. That's not awkward. What is awkward is people talking in the background, believe it or not. Probably should have shut that door, but they need stuff to do and whatever. I don't even know what they're doing now, to be honest. They're just talking. I think they're actually making cakes. So, that's fun. That's good. That's fun. That's great. That's awesome. That's outstanding. That's amazing. And whatever words. Whoa! God damn it, this level. I hate you with a moral passion. You just smell funny to me. I don't understand. Why can a video game level smell funny to people? I don't understand. And if you can understand, please write why phenomena like this exists. Because if you can probably program for the Smellogram games that are probably coming out later this 2074. Smellogram! Brought to you by Nintendo. Nintendo. Lol, what? Now we've beaten this level, we can continue on to Deceiver, which is actually pretty easy of a level, considering what just happened. It's... Oh yeah. There's that thing there that can do the following. So if you fast and not do that, you can jump over here and miss completely, because that's what happens if you're fast, rolling around at the speed of sound after all. See, I almost jumped over Bandage Girl there, which is one of those things, right? In it, bro. But that's not me, that's the street kids. Be all like, bro, in it, sweet love. Because that's everything. 411 Oracle, which has portals, and me not doing so well. Jump! Jump! And shortcut! Shortcut. That's how you do it in the Broadway. Burping. But there we got Big Brother, which is eyeball mechanics, which is simple to learn, and then you throw. So, just in case you didn't know about the level mechanics in Meat Boy, what they do, basically, they introduce a mechanic in a semi-easy level. Then what they do is they take that mechanic and give it a harder level. For example, this one, which has breakable blocks, which we've already been introduced to, that can be dangerous. So, what we do, we grab the key and run away. Blender! No! Mortal Nemesis is like Blender phone. Which one is the superior, Blender or the phone? Which one is more annoying? Leave your suggestions for Ian is... No, because I'm not bored and my name's not Ian. It's actually, This isn't good going because you're thinking of a fake name. Because that's going to help you in life, thinking up fake names for when you need to jump over the Mexican border after something embarrassing happens to you in 4th grade. Or year 11. Or whatever grade. Or whatever happens. Also, did you know that blenders can blend most things? I heard that a blender can blend an iPhone. Or an iPad. Also, these, I've already expressed my hate for them. These are called Moors. I hate these with a bloody passion. So hard. So... Gosh damn it. It's like, what even? 416 bow. So we've introduced with an easy level, quote easy level, with the Moor. So that's jolly good. It's like getting caught in that alcove. You've got nothing to do but die. It's like, kill yourself.
Motherfucker!
Also, people and men, not necessarily at the same time.
I am
still.
not a man. What is your obsession with men?
Your face. Does that answer your question? Surprise gets the parents from another person that also talks street-like in it, bro. Not even sure if this is actually going to be uploaded. Also, balls can attack and chase you. It's dangerous to go alone with this. Take this, it's my bread. I made it just for you. Oh, for Michael. That was dangerous. Here we go, it's Boris, level 418. I recommend standing here and then start dodging. Because this is a stupid level. Which involves death. Lots of it. Not that we are in hell or something, but it involves a lot of death. Believe it or not. Bacon or not. What you do? So what's the most annoying part about Moors, right? Is because they split into smaller versions of themselves and just go everywhere. So that's stupid. But the real stupid part is that, well, you'll see. There's a level probably coming up that has multiple in the same room. Which is very dumb. Including your face. No, I think actually where they use multiple Moors in the same room is actually in like the Dark World. But I'm not sure if I played the Dark World a long time. So I'm just going to dodge in here and do some extreme. I saw that, you saw that, I almost got cut by a blade.
Go to bed.
Which is hilarious. Blade cutting. Rated E for everyone. No, but seriously, waiting is annoying. Even if you have nothing to do. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bed. Bed.
It's like, hey, now you're a
Bed.
rockstar. Sure, and get played.
Bed. Yeah.
It's like you can tell that they're in a relationship, you know, because of the conversations that they have. But they're not, because one of them's gay. And the other one's my nephew. I'm just kidding. What's a nephew? Ha! I hate Boris. Sorry, I hate Moors in general, because usually they're the thing I die on the most. Not counting saw blades in, you know, the level that shall not be named, and is named exactly that. Let's go! Say Bandage Gun, go to what's actually pretty cool, Babylon. Basically, this room contains like a bunch of little small challenges, which is actually pretty cool, containing these teleporters. If they made like a whole series of levels that are kind of like this, that would actually be pretty cool. Because if you think about it, it's like small tournaments or like level mechanics that you have to get through one after the other. Now we got the eye lasers. Remember those? That was before we had the and then we have the Moors. There's a bandage in this room if you're playing it normally, but there isn't because I've already collected it. Also, we're almost at 13. But seriously, this bot always takes this bot. Every boss is now called a bot, and you can't deny that. This boss doesn't take it long at all, and it's always set how long it takes, depending on how much you die, and depending on how much you're good at this level. But seriously, this is actually just one pattern, so I'm actually going to shut up and drink. Everybody loves Pepsi. So if you follow my exact movements, you can survive this level easily. So I believe, yeah, after he's slammed his fists once on the floor, now you stand over here and he's bashed his head again. Then you jump over here, and now it's turning into a walkthrough, but it's actually a speedrun, so that doesn't count anyway! The most annoying part is when you're first playing this level, and you don't know his pattern, and then you die on this final stretch, which is easy. Like seriously, now he's dead. So I'm getting my finger ready on the lap button, because I'm actually using an iPod to do this. Chapter complete, which we did 12 minutes! Surprisingly enough, that's actually pretty decent. Now we're getting on to Rapture. And it says here that my record, well, for this race was 19 minutes. Which is fun and all, because Rapture is always the best place to go. Oh, there's a glitch. just a white screen that is not explained at all. Nowhere. Nowhere in the game's coding is it explained. Whoa! That was crazy. Whoa! Extreme, except not really, because danger. You can kind of cheat this level, but I'm not going to, because characters are forbidden. It's like, yeah, there's the warp zone. And then this actually is kind of the city part of the level, which I most times get caught up on. Caught up on? Timmy. No, that's Jimmy. I'm getting my South Park wrong. But you played a Stick of Truth, so you should know what your South Park is. But come on! But seriously, South Park's like literally the smallest things turning into some crazy adventure. It's like, hey, it's no smoking in school, but all of a sudden now they're getting the guy photoshopping Marlboro cigarettes into the cigarette factory onto the small children's hands. Like, what even happened? It makes sense when you watch the episode, it's weird. But seriously, the beginning of that episode actually sums up most things in children's places. Whereas like teaching them, like, hey kids, smoking is bad. And now we're going to do it to you the campus way possible. By doing reps. Or so on. But that's just my point. Anyway, Rapture, we got Rise here. And you could probably make tons of jokes about that. But I'm mature. And I can tell you that I'm not making those jokes. Aww, I hear you say that in the audience, and I'm like, no, it's too easy. If it's easy, I'm probably not going to do it. Quotes of the centuries. And then he proceeds to play Yoshi's Island. Well, I don't have plans for that. And also, no, that's not the Mystery Project. Shut up. This is always the best thing to do. So, I'm surprised how long this is going. Because I'm actually doing fairly decent. It's like, pretty much anyone can tell you that the worst part about dying in this game is if you're dying on the last stretch of a level. Also, I normally blast through this level once, on both runs, and many other practices. But now it seems that camera is bringing the luck of this derp. Derp's luck. It's like Murphy's Law, except Derpers. The Fallen, which is one of those levels, which is stupid and nonchalant. Now by nonchalant, I mean stupid, even more so. There we go. And now that we've done that, also over there you saw there was a portal. I hate that portal with a passion. I think everyone else does too. Because if you didn't know, well, we'll get to it on the next episode. Now I got Descent, is a pretty easy level. That's what you clearly want to happen during a speed run when your camera falls down and you don't even have any professional equipment that I don't really trust. That's why I didn't use it. Anyway, we got this level, which is, I've forgotten the name because, you know, I've already mentioned it. But it's a pretty streamlined level, which you could take at its pace, or you could jump and change up everything. Dun 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 dun. Also, dying hurts on this level when you're going down. It's like, hey guys, why not can we put this level in again? Because it's too bloody hard! Said every man in the world simultaneously. And then that is also something stupid. See, look, I almost hesitated there because of, you know, jumping over Bandage Girl. Also, if you didn't know, these are like angry meats. You call these whatever you want. I call them angry meats with a Z, just to be edgy or something, I guess. Ooh, angry meats. It's like, no. The club says no. And that's the easy level. Now we get the harder level, which is avoiding. Now, if I'm lucky, not many will spawn, and I won't be able to dodge that much. Sometimes what I do is just hide over here, don't move at all, and mostly, everyone will just be there and stop doing everything. Oh! That's what I'd do if I won the lottery. Except, there is no lottery. Lottery? There is none. It's like, hey, you, get into the saw blade. Oh! That's how we do it in the... I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I got into this level, I knew that was going to happen at least one day in one of these runs, on one of these practices. I knew that was going to happen at least once. Missing the jump, or just jumping over Bandage Girl in general. Now we've got Heretic, which is easy level, if you know what you're doing. But then again, it's me. And I don't normally win. So, beggars can't be choosers, you know. Now you got rid of those two. I think there's actually like a texture up there. There's not any other Meat Boys being produced. Produced! Which is a new word for produced. Embrace it. We got 10 horns now. I believe there might be a chance you can jump over those, or just jump up there in general. We've got these platforms, these lovely platforms that disappear with the touches of buttons. And this lovely level, which shows you that beggars can't be choosers if you want difficulty. It's like, hey, this game, it seems easy enough, but we want difficulty, and more of it. So we give you this, and many other stuff. Also, we gave you Cotton Alley, but you didn't really ask for that. It's like, no thanks, I don't really need the extra challenge. But hey, you need it for 106%. But hey, I don't care. But seriously, those are pretty much the hardest levels in the game, and we are even contemplating it. If we were even going to do that in the Unorthodox Let's Play. It's not going to be shown here, at least, which is good on my sanity. We got these guys here that tend to like open their mouths, fly around, and chase you. But when you're out of their sight, they don't really chase you. You actually can die from that. I've actually been stupid enough to run into that key and die. Also, this guy, literally catching up to every move. Ah! It's gonna happen eventually. 2012, do not forget. Forget what? But seriously, I tried tactics, but I can't really do so without the wrench. The wrench is a weapon that can be used to manipulate time and space. Oh. It's like, hey, you survived. Good for you. I'm gonna stop doing that now and do it normal way. So that's actually gonna help a little bit. It's like, hey, you, get out of my sight. But actually, yeah, it's kind of out of my sight, but I can still see it, probably on the video, because I can still see it. There's an iPad blocking the way. If you didn't know, don't you know, don't you know? Hallelujah.
Josh.
Yeah?
Do you want that?
I'll go for it, put it down.
But,
Put it down, put it down, put it down, just leave it.
yeah. Could you check the cakes after like 10 minutes?
Nice, that's fine. I probably could have the time.
Don't worry, I'll say it in 12 minutes, then check it.
Pardon?
It's like a dysfunctional family, except no one's watching. And funny.
Yeah. Josh, Jay set a timer, yeah?
Yeah, we know, we heard. Everyone on the internet heard. Which is funny, because no one cares. Blah.
Bet you do.
Quite majestic, if you ask me. No, but seriously, I mentioned what they are before. They're like an unhappy bridal couple. That one of them just realized that they are attracted to the opposite gender after the marriage, for some reason. Meanwhile, controversial subjects. I almost ran into the thing, as per the norm. Sorry. That's possibly the greatest way you can set that up so that he doesn't chase you. Also, I didn't get that right. So, after who knows how long, actually we're 9th once in it. And this level! And its Dark World counterpart. I hate it. Too much hate for you. I believe you can do like 3 simple taps here, and then you can just start running. I hate this level so much. But As Harrison Ford once said, don't get too cocky. I like how you can just stand on a little crevice there and not get hit by any of the salt that's apparently visible there. Rotgut! Now, you could do this level the harder way, or the easier way, so I'm gonna go do the easy way, which is actually pretty decent, which I actually have a replay of me cheating the level in such a way. But seriously, that wasn't a cheat. That's kind of a cheat, but actually, you can just jump. If you angle it right, you can just jump through those in general. Also, this level, they introduced these turret machines. In Dark World and Cotton Alley, they fire much faster. I hate it too much.
It's going to be too cold to wear this.
And also death, which existent. Also death. Blah 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 blah. It's like now I'm sad in the pew.
Put a jumper on.
God, it's like hilarious dictator puns. Not already that the word dictator isn't a pun in itself, because you know, just think of potato. But anyways, enough of that jazz. Fun. Fun.exe. It ceases to function. Good fun. Jolly good show. Those saw blades, they follow you. And in the Dark World 19 of this level, I don't like them. At all. You! Also, this level is also one of those levels that's stupid for stupid reasons. It's just like, hey, you collect the key, and you just have to survive. Oh boy! Can you survive for how long? Who knows? As long as you're able to survive for 2 years. But seriously, 519, Raph. I'm surprised I got through that in only a couple of tries. 518. Break that apart for later. Break that apart for now. And now we're here. Oh! That was dangerous. Now we run through.
What?
Wait for this to go through.
Dunno.
And I've actually died on this part here before, and it was depressing, to say the least. Never got 520 Judgment. You can go through this any old way. I'm going to just try and do this in general. Oh, Rotgut. It's like, hey guys, over here. Can you get over here? Nope. Okay, you're over there now. Good luck. Have fun in your merry lifestyle of being insignificant. Mwahaha. Ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done. I gotta run. I woke up make more waffles, I wear paper hats. Great. Hey guys, you want a piece of this meaty action? Which also sounds terrible. So, stay over there, okay? Stay. Good meat clouds. That's what they are, right? Meat clouds? Hopefully they are. I'm not sure if this is going to be like a final thought, but I'm thinking of getting different people to cover different chapters in the Unorthodox Let's Play. Also, you can run off that edge and die. I hate it. Also, I'm doing incredibly better than my previous attempt at this fifth world, which is 19 minutes long, but it all depends on this boss fight, really. Larry's Lament, there's actually a cheap way to do this, and it is the following. You go over here, jump on this platform, and go through, and just jump a bunch while they're loaded by earthquakes. You need to jump because if they do the jump that can kill them, they'll spawn off loads of little mini white things. Which, how did I die? I don't even know. It's always the best day. There's also 3 of them, so it takes long. Quite. It's like, hey, jump. I have to jump. That's how you know. It's like, stay still and wait for the things to appear from the guy. Hey, Larry. Larry, I hear you are a lobster, but you're not. Do I have to keep jumping minimally? That's how you do it in the Broadway. When's the next thing? Chapter complete, and we did it in 14 minutes, which is surprising. And now, because I was just doing Dark World End Dark World End moments ago, get off the chair. See, look, that was dangerous. You fool. Anyways. I'm surprised I'm doing so well on recording. Oh, there's another glitch. There's the same glitch as before, except now it's in the end. Now, the end and the chapter out of this, which is Cotton Alley, are special chapters because they're not squares. Because they're not squares, that means you only have to play with them as one character, which is Meat Boy and Bandage Girl. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! It's like... there's nothing really else I could explain that I won't explain later in the Unorthodox Let's Play. But speaking of spoiler alerts, this is something I want to bring up. A while ago, like a couple of days ago, there was a guy on the train who was reading one of the George R. R. Martin books, like Game of Thrones, like I think it was like a Clash of Kings. I might put back like an annotation in editing if I'm wrong, or if the book has a different name than Clash of Kings, because I remember there being a book that he was reading that was of Game of Thrones. And basically it was like walking past him, getting to a chair that was good to sit on and have a convo with friends to ride train with, because fun. And I was just so tempted to tap the guy on the shoulder and be like, spoiler alert, someone dies. Also, yeah, that also applies to people that haven't read the books yet. Sorry. I also was a real major ass. And it was like, people just started spontaneously talking about Game of Thrones and walking to the place that I go to. And it's just like, I randomly just said like, now seriously, this is an actual spoiler alert, because this is way into season 4. And to be frank, I haven't seen most of the show and don't really want to watch the show, granted of the content. I mean, actions and dragons? Oh boy! I don't know really why it has a mainly male database, or fan base, or whatever. I don't care, but really. I've only seen like a few episodes, the choice episodes. There was one season 4 episode that everyone got mad about, and there was that one picture, was like that shirt with those shoes, if you know what this is. Oh. But seriously, when they were talking, I was like, spoiler alert, Joffrey dies, and they were like, you ass! You made your ass, except more explicit because, well, friends being language, and yeah, language. Now jumping, Meat Boy is a jumping character. He can jump, he can fly. It's like the one time I referenced... I can't believe I referenced this, but there was like one time in one of the episodes, I can't remember which episode I referenced it in, I literally referenced Sam. What even? If you didn't know, like, Sam is this really weird TV show for children that appears nowadays on Pop. Remember when Pop was cool? It didn't have, like, that weird thing. It was just, like, the P-O-P with, like, the really simplistic comic sounds, except it wasn't. And the O was, like, a sphere or whatever. It had, like, so many cool shows, like Backyard Science and Oggy and the Cockroaches, which I remember watching fondly. Not saying that that they're okay nowadays, but still. Basically, it's like one of the shows on there. I think it was like Pop Junior or whatever. I don't know why it was on, but apparently there was this TV show like Sam. It was like this orange hero going to like random planets. I don't understand what the show is and why it exists and what the whole plot point is. Like, who is the evil bad guy? No, not Sam. I don't even know, but gently we go into this level, and it's quite gentle. Believe it or not. Contrary to popular belief, you cannot skip the whole level by jumping outside. As you can see, there's a space outside. You can, like, jump around outside, maybe, from that area. But you can't, because Banjo goes on the inside, and there's nowhere else to go in. Except for this way, which has saw blades. Saw blades forever. 999. 999. No. This is actually turning out to be the shortest one I've ever done. I'm already on 6-4. And I'm in 4 minutes in to this lap. But trust me, I think maybe the boss fight will take some time, because it does normally take up a large chunk. These levels normally not being the source of the problems. But seriously, going back on the thing that I talked about way ago, Rocko's Modern Life. And yeah, basically, Common Humor, I watched this one episode, like the 40 innuendos that are in the episodes. And it's like that one, where it's like the demo track or whatever. They're just there, it's just like people on jackhammers, and like the sign says jack all you want. What even? I don't understand logic anymore. Also, death and no defying. My My voice hurts. It's like literally 7 hours of, like 7 minutes of you continuously saying the word ha! You like get a bunch of phlegm in your mouth and it's disgusting. Whoa! Whoa! Crazy. And now we're up there. Now we're in 6-5, Omega, which is the level that I have yet to get to, which should be fun. And seem to be doing so very well. And now, the last time I remember doing this, which was the previous run that I was talking about throughout this whole thing, I remember distinctly that the people in the other rooms were watching this TV show named Mr. Sloan. Apparently, it's like this guy has a terrible life, and it's like Nick Frost in it. Apparently that guy's... What do I mean, apparently? That guy is actually pretty decent. It's like... I'm not sure if you knew this, but I'm a big fan of Simon Pegg films. I've seen Shaun of the Dead and I've seen Hot Fuzz. I'm not sure if there's any other films that I'm unaware of. But, if there is any, I want people to point me in the direction of them, because I like Simon Pegg, and he's pretty decent. Oh yeah, also Paul, I believe, he's in that. I'm not sure if I'm making that up or not. But I remember Paul being funny. Remember. Lol. So, talking about movies, why the hell not? Okay, so, I'm not sure if you've heard of the website Metacritic, like, who hasn't? I mean, really. So basically Metacritic, I was looking at the movies, and what movies had terrible scores. I found a movie that was called Zootopia. That's all I have to say on the matter. Also, why? What are you doing? Also, that's annoying. Believe it or not, death is an option in this game. That should be the slogan, and if there's like a Super Meat Boy 2, it's like Super Meat Boy 2, death is not an option, but it is. And you can't argue with that logic, can you? Although actually, Super Meat Boy the game, from the screenshots that are there, actually look fairly okay-ish. I mean, there's only like the forest that's been announced. I wonder how that game actually plays out, because it looks... interesting. Oedipus. Which is a word. Also, I'm not sure if you heard that obnoxious beeping. That's actually not a watch. That's a cooker. I'm not sure if you heard, but 12 minutes ago. Lol. That there was a conversation had when the man walked in. He was like, yeah, we want this bowl. And I was like, yeah, put it down. Also, can you kill me with a saw blade faster? Because this game isn't doing it enough for me. 8 minutes in, this is where the run's going into. And surprisingly enough, okay. We're at 57 minutes. I think I might be doing bad. Considering how good I've been doing, I might actually start to be doing bad. It's like, come on this level, you haven't even got to the boss level yet. You've been good at this for your whole life. And you're good. Let's just listen to that beeping. Let's see how old that gets, okay? Because my voice is actually kind of hurting, so you can hear the relaxing clicking of the controller, which you should so be used to. And you can listen to the beeping of cookies being burnt. It's like, yeah. I know I was the one that was supposed to be obtaining them cakes when the timer goes off, but I'm in the middle of something. So, without further ado, ha, Simpsons. That's actually a double reference. Believe it or not. Now I'm actually kind of wondering if there's a way to trick out this level. If there's a way to jump down into that area that I was just in from somewhere else. Because that would be pretty cool if someone finds that out. Also, I haven't really been using that much game-breaking, speedrun-ish types things. We're actually 9 minutes into this, and it says that 17 minutes is my best time. Which is decent, because I think most of that was just the boss fight at the end of this chapter. By the way, this chapter's only 5 levels long. 10 technically, but we're just getting into technicalities. Also, death! And doom and destruction. Because they normally go together with death. Alright. Very good. Oh, we're at 59 minutes, guys. Blah. That means we're almost time to do the thing. The thing that was 2 years. One was going to celebrate 1 hour of Meat Boy. Hooray! I think I remember seeing, I'm not sure if you're fond of this, but there's something awful forums. Yeah, I remember watching like a highlight reel of Super Meat Boy, and apparently one guy beat this, what I'm doing right now, in 1 hour 6 minutes, and I'm sad because those parts that I normally die on when I was doing one of the practice runs, which I keep referring to for some reason. I hardly got any blood on those because I wasn't dying there. Death is not an option. Also, because College Humor was watching like 40 jokes in there, that was just like, the number one was like, we're giving you live courage from Washington DC. Now we're watching the car run across the motorcade. Oh my god, shots have been fired! That was literally in the show. I wasn't making that up. That was in the show. I was like, hey! Assassination! Cool. JFK. Reloaded. The video game. That spawned many videos, I want to say. But ha! This Saw Blade. That's a dick. I hate it with a passion. You could say it's with a bloody passion. Ha! I hate you. I'm not sure if you knew this, but in the Basement Collection they've added to the original Meat Boy Flash that you can do like short and long jumps. And that you can, I think there's the ability to paint on top of walls. And not just on like the lefts, rights and floor. I'm not sure though. Ma, you can't Rambo that. Also, yeah, it's like fun. If I end up not beating this whole recording is gonna be scrapped. Maybe it'll be released as a lost episode. Who knows? Well, it's probably already going to be scrapped because I missed the 1 hour mark. Great. Because when I looked at the recording, it's like 1-1, which is not what I'm looking for, but less, but more, but. Also, I don't even know what's happening anymore. I should probably be a good Samaritan and help, but it's a Meat Boy speedrun, and you need to hone your skills. I'm surprised I got through the first 4 levels in under 4 minutes or so, and then this one, with its one saw blade at the end. That's stupid. No! Saw blades, you don't work like that. You may do. You may do. You might do, but you don't. So, hooray. Just in case you're wondering, if you want to experience the wonderful show that is Rocko's Modern Life, which I remember watching a couple episodes of, and it's actually a pretty good show, despite the innuendo. And more or less they're subtle, and kids probably can't work them out unless they know. Finally! Now to not be stupid. Which I have been stupid before, and derped up. Now to fight the boss. Can I beat 1 minute, 1 hour 12? Skip the cutscene, this also takes a long time, this cutscene. It's like Dr. Phoebus is like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you with my rocket launcher. Now I'm going to use the strategy that I've used most times whenever I'm doing this boss fight. And it's pretty simple, really. All I do is just stand at the end there, wait, jump over to here, quickly go fast, gotta go fast. And by that I mean jumping up here, jumping through here, and this is probably what everyone does, but really, that's what everyone does. So it's basically standing at the end here, and once the soul blade's gone, jump down here, so the rocket doesn't hit you, because that rocket actually has accuracy. For once, for twice, for soof, for like, I don't even know. I think I just spam my arm, because I don't even know. And so on. It's not turning me insane yet. Look how sane I am, because you're doing a Super Meat Boy speedrun. Hooray! So just in case you wanted to know, my hands haven't cramped yet. Yet. Now, you can use. There are 3 different run buttons. There's either X, left, or right trigger, and there are 2 different directionals. You can even use the left analog log stick or the plus pad if you're really bothered. Really, I'm preferring the analog stick, as you can possibly hear. This is what I needed to do. And then we get up here. Oh! Harley. The saw blades actually can kill you, believe it or not. And then we're here. Oh no! Oh no. Don't worry, we're not doing better than my previous attempts at this whole run. But we're actually doing pretty decent as well, because we're actually beating some times that weren't previously beaten. And we're pretty slow anyway. I mean, 90 minutes on hell? Really? Now that we're here, I recommend we tell something about ourselves. I am Joe, I'm an alcoholic, and more often than not, I like to shoot my father with a railgun. Exciting, amazing, astounding. And now we can wait here, and my hands, I can get a rest. Lol, 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 lol. So, how are you guys doing? I'm standing over here now. Shutting doors are relevant. Okay, so we're at 105, and if I want to beat the record, I need to beat this in under like 6 minutes. Also, you won't die from the sword blade step. And then we get the second part of the boss fight, which isn't all fun and games. If I beat this, one try, and beat my record, I'm going to probably praise the Lord Jesus. No. Okay. I'm not going to praise the Lord Jesus, okay? Doesn't mean I'm not a Christian still. It just means that I would probably pray to him more in a more religious way. Like, Hallelujah! And whatever. But seriously, talking about the things that's happening in this episode / level. There is a sword blade. It can kill you. There is a sword blade. It can kill you. There are 2 sword blades sandwiched together. You want to jump through them, because they can kill you. There's this part over here, which is deadly. Pits. They can kill you. There's a sword blade there, and there's small sword blades there that you can get sniped on. They can kill you. There's also explosions, which I'm not sure if they can or cannot kill you. But 107. Come on, we can do this. We can beat this by barely the amount. Barely the amount. Barely the amount. Okay. Continuing. Because literally it's only a couple strides. We are literally a couple strides away from beating this record that I have set as my personal best. Holy! It sucks because there's loads of itches on my head and brains and rural area. Holy! I think that might have concluded my theory that I was mentioning earlier. The explosions cannot kill you. I can jump over there, but I can't jump back over there. It's like, Harley! Harley Dooley! Harley Dooley! Which is an Australian thing to say. Set 107.55, now we've reached 108. Can we beat 112? Because if we could beat this in 4 minutes. We can't beat this in 4 minutes. We can beat this in 3 minutes though, hopefully. If we're faster. Call me Master because I'm faster. Which is a rap of some sort about Boba Fett. Boba Fett! It's like Rat Wars or whatever. It's like Boba Fett and Jabba Pizza Hut. I don't know. Pizza the Hut! That's exactly what it should be. And then Luke Ground Swimmer. How did you know? It's like making up fake names which are obviously parodied. Whoa, that was crazy. Some crazy stuff going on. It's like, hey, can you solve the mystery of the missing Hadouba? I can't because I know what physics am. Also, Meat Boy is carrying Bandage Girl if you didn't notice at all. You fools. Or maybe you can't because video quality and a lot of light, believe it or not. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Yes! Hold on. Gotta wait for the credits to start rolling. Gotta wait for the credits to start rolling. Done! 109.20.5. That's a new record for me, even though I did terrible in the last stage and got plus time, but still. Super Meat Boy! Done in 1 hour and 9 minutes and 20 seconds. That's gonna be the default now, so whenever there's a run in the future, that's probably going to be the first thing noticed. Also, he's Brad Pitt, Shaddy. Now, so just to give you a little bit of insight, just in case you wanted to know, we're going over the first run that I did. The first run that I did has a record of 141.19.09, with the forest being completed in... Hold on, come on. Stop. Forest being completed in 5 minutes and 49 seconds. Second world being beaten in 10 minutes 55. Third world being beaten in 8 minutes 29. And fourth world being beaten in 23:13. And then fifth world 26:58. And then the final world 25:53:48. So that was the first run that I did, and it was terrible. And then we go on to this run, with the previous run, which was 4 minutes for the first world, 7 minutes for the second world, 9 minutes for the third world, 13 minutes for the fourth world, 19 minutes for the fifth world, and 17 minutes for the final world. But then we got this world episode, Final in the Dark World. We have 4 minutes in the first world, 7 minutes in the second world, 9 minutes in the third world, 12 minutes in the fourth, 14 in the fifth, and 20 in the last world. Which I am sad about. You just heard that! I took a screenshot of the times. Also another one. Just for editing purposes. Alright. So, we'll probably be doing something different next time we adventure each other. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this episode. It was quite a long one, and hopefully you stuck around for the long side. If you liked this video, check out my other ones. And I'm turning into everyone on YouTube.